Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, at least that's what I'm calling myself, and welcome back to hopefully a hell of a lot better stream than Tuesday. I'm still really sorry about that. I kind of monologued it before people started showing up, but I had a lot of bad things going on that day. Just some pressure, some issues at work, oh, hold on a second, I left my room door open, 1 second. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, Tuesday was a whole mess, and I just kind of hit my emotional breaking point and turned off the stream after all the issues I was having with that game and cried in my bed all night. Honestly, it's week has not improved since. I have, like, some other... Pretty much all my health issues are flaring up at once, and it is not fun, but good news is at least the flare-up involving the eye injury was only lasted for a couple hours, and seems to have passed, so I'm good to stream, or at least to try to. So, we're going to be trying a new game today, and like always, I'm going to be, opening the... I know it's stupid, I know I should be, like, starting the games and making sure that they work and everything's hooked up right before I try to stream them. It's like, some games, like, these days, like, they start up and fire you straight into the action, and I don't want to miss that if I'm streaming it, so I try to do it blind the first time and just make it work. So, bye bad. Ooh, volume's showing a little high, I hope that's not a problem. Anyway, let's give this a shot. We're trying a new game today that's going to hopefully work perfectly on the first try, and everything's going to go great, and my week is going to be magically improved. Give me 1 second here. Just got to start this up. Okay, good. It's at least got the display right. Shoot, now I wish I'd started this up early so we could have missed all this junk. Yeah, there we go. We are playing the Tartarus key, which is, as I understand it, a kind of horror puzzle game where you're trapped in a murder mansion and you need to, get out of the murder mansion by solving puzzles. Huh. Yeah, I must not have seen that logo. I guess they are. Like, the website? I remember I used to play Flash games on there occasionally. I was more of a Congregate person. Because they had a little achievement system, and that makes my autism checklist brain go ding. Anyway, we got was to move, E to confirm. Glad they're giving us the controls here. Alright, let's check the options real quick. Anything we need to turn on or off. I don't know what any of this means, so we're good. Usually I just make sure we've got, like, subtitles on. We can probably go without the backgrounds. Oh yeah, the Trapped trilogy, though. I mean, I don't think it was Armor Games that made those. Wasn't... I forget who... It wasn't, like, Godly Mations or something. They were hosted there. It's... But yeah, it's, like, always weird when you, like, go way, way back and see, like, a famous person in something weird where there's a minor role. Like, I remember when I was in what was it, middle school or something, we read this old book about, like, 1950s era gangs or something called The Outsiders. Brilliant book, still love it a lot. Should probably, like, buy a copy of my own sometime just so I can put it on my shelf and look smart. But yeah, we saw the movie. It was doing the opening titles, and then it was like, I forget which one it was, but it's like some huge name actor, like, I think it was Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, one of those, who was in the movie as, like, some absolute bit character who, like, had a name and that was his entire role in the plot. And then I know there was, like, another one where I was like, what was it? It was like, I was watching some YouTube video about, like, some ridiculously edgy indie RPG that was just kind of a complete mess, that it had voice acting, and it gets to the bit where there's, like, you meet the villain of the game, and he's this, like, comically evil, over-the-top, just ultra-edgy, rapist supervillain or something. And I'm listening to his voice, like, wait a minute, is that Gianni Montegrano? Is that fucking Gabriel Ultrakill playing this loser? Oh yeah, Mazes and Monsters, like the Chick Tracts one. I know they somehow convinced them to make a movie out of that was, like, actually very obviously making fun of it. Oh, wait, no, I think I might be thinking of something different then. Like, I feel like that movie that I'm thinking of was more recent than Tom Hanks. But, yeah, anyway, hey, Shiro, welcome. Oh, we've got a really active chat today. Yeah, I was just saying, it's like, I think it's like a horror puzzle game. It's like you're stuck in a big murder mansion game thing and you have to solve puzzles to get out. So I'm gonna give it a try. I don't really know much about it. It just looked cool and I got it on Steam sale, like, last year at some point, thinking, oh, this could be fun to stream. So, just kind of diving in without knowing what I'm doing, as I often do. Oh, also on the subject of diving into games without getting them properly prepared, I was telling Shiro in, Discord chat, I did manage to get everything working for Dynasty Warriors 8, so we should be able to stream that as planned on Tuesday. Oh, hello, PS1 era lady. Nice to meet you. What? Where am I? What's going on? My head is killing me. Yeah, I know that feeling. Last thing I remember was hearing that it was, like, Christmas Eve of 2025, and then a man with a gas mask was in my car behind me. Wait, crap, wrong killing game. I was at home, and... wait. Where am I? What is this place? Hello? Hello? Nobody's here. Okay. Breathe, Alex. You can and will freak out later. Right now, you have to find out what's going on. Alright, seek a way out. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now. Ooh, look, little photo. Can I pick it up? Can I pick you up, obvious clue? Nope, it's gonna make me grab this first, I guess. Or I can just click. That's nice. Hello? Anyone there? Oh man, is this thing broken? You behind this? What? Hello? This a joke? Because I'm not laughing. And neither will you when I get out of here. You know, the fact that it's got, like, this weird codec, that's what I was going to say, format for, like, the dialogue makes me kind of want to do all of Alex's lines in my worst David Hayter impression. Whoa. I just woke up here. We are in the same... I can't do it. We're in the same boat, I think. Let's say I believe you. What's your story? Who are you? Let's be trusting. Usually the trusting person lives in a death game. Unless they're stupid trusting. But, like, I don't think giving our... Like, there's no reason not to give our name, I don't think. My name's Alex. And my story is that I'm in an office. One I've never seen before. Last thing I remember, I was at home, and I woke up, found this walkie-talkie, and now we're talking. They're short-range radios. I don't care what they are. I'm this close to a full-blown freak-out. Who are you? What is this? Okay, Alex, listen to me. I need you to take a second and breathe. Freaking out isn't going to help anyone. I don't know, I feel like it can work pretty well. It's always made my situation worse, but I think if I keep doing it, it's going to work one of these days. My name is Torres. I'm a PI. He's a P. A private investigator? Thank God. So you know what's going on, right? We can get out of here. I can see the pieces coming together. So in other words, you have no idea. It means I have some idea, alright? I was working on a case for an anonymous client. Sounds like something out of a movie. Usually it is, but a stack of cash convinced me to at least give it a look. Turns out someone they knew had gone missing. Oh no. Figured it was the usual deal. Someone just deciding to walk away from their old life. Happens all the time, but it didn't add up. And it shared a lot of similarities with some old cold cases I pulled up. I thought I was just being paranoid, but it looks like there's something bigger going on. Putting that aside, all the speculation in the world won't matter if we can't get out of these rooms. You're trapped too? Looks like. Same deal as you, sounds like. A locked door and no apparent way out. Not the first time I've been in a situation like this. It's not your first time? Take a look around. There has to be a way out. Look for anything involving digital routes. Those are usually relevant. See what you can find. I'll do the same. Okay. Just stay in touch, okay? Ooh. New information needing optional conversations. Kyuki. That was fast. You found something? No, I was just thinking about what you said. You said these weren't walkie-talkies? Right. They're a short-range radios. What's the difference? Oh yeah, we're already getting into the Zero Escape. This guy's going to talk for 20 minutes about, like, walkie-talkies, and it's going to somehow be relevant to the biggest plot twist in the game. Saying walkie-talkie makes it sound like a child's toy. Okay, well, thank you, Detective Pedant. If they're the same thing, doesn't that mean we have to be close to talk? It would depend on the strength of the signal, but you're right. If one of us can escape, they'll be able to help the other, hopefully. That's getting ahead of ourselves, though. First, we have to focus on the task at hand. Okay, message received. Over. You don't have to say that just because... Never mind. Ooh, we've got a flashlight. Neat. Can I pick this up now? Ooh, it's a postcard from Alaska. Let's check the inventory. Some objects have hidden details on the back. Okay. I found it. The one that pieces it all together. People will call me mad, but they have to know the truth. I fear we've already passed the point of no return. This message will be my last for a while. Goodbye and thank you. CW. They've underlined the word one. Wonder why. We are really in easy mode early game if they have to point that out to us directly. Let's see. Globe. Can I interact with that? What up? Let's open the drawer. This drawer is locked, and that means I want in. As it should be. Anything in here? Can't see from this angle. Nope. Anything on the couch? Imagine we have to, like, figure out the order of the postcards. I know it's unorthodox, but it's safer this way. I never had a chance to explain, but I promise it'll make sense once I'm back. Until then, 7 pillars. They're essential. Someone has underlined the word 7 and noted 7, but what's the order? Let me figure some of this out. I'm not a complete idiot. Wait to mock my intelligence until the end game. This is the couch I woke up on. It looks old-fashioned, but it seems like it's brand new. Ooh. Let's annoy that guy. I just keep thinking, why am I here? Why me? Can't think of any reason you'd be kidnapped? What do you do for a living? I'm a courier, kinda. Kinda? Could you think of a more suspicious response? Look, I quarry things. I quarry, things that happen to resemble flour from, bakers to, other bakers in Mexico. No, I mean, I just pick up whatever work I can, you know? Delivering packages is easy. It's just not like it's a proper job for me. Not something I care about. Well, maybe one of those packages meant something. Or went to someone who didn't want to leave any traces. Or maybe you saw something on a run. I mean, no, I don't think so. Look, it's just something I do to get by. I'm not involved in anything. Well, I highly doubt you're here for no reason. Think on it. Lots of books, lots of books. Whoa, these books look old. Like, I shouldn't even breathe on them old. Looks like there's a lot of Latin, some French, even... Is that Greek? Oop. More dialogue. I don't think I've ever seen so many books outside a library. It's going to take forever to search through them all. If I'm right, you won't have to. They're likely just props. Props? Ah, dang it, I should have done the David Hayter voice for that one. Huh, props. Set dressing, trying to make this place look real. You don't think this is a real mansion? I think it's a real mansion, just not one anyone has ever actually lived in. This place, it's almost theatrical. Combine that with the cameras. What? Are you saying you think we're entertainment? I think so. But why? That's sick. I don't know, and I agree. But for now, all we can do is keep pushing forward. I hope it's not for entertainment. Those are like the least interesting kind of killing games. Where it's like, oh yeah, we're just live streaming this on the dark web. Like, come on, come up with a more interesting reason to put a bunch of people in a death game. Like, it's always fun when it's for revenge. Like, all these people were involved in some, like, specific incident. In some, like, tangential way. Empty. Someone had a good time. Or a really, really bad time. I wouldn't know. I don't drink. I'm boring. Postcard from Hawaii added to inventory. Someone's getting around the world. Ooh, right. We've got a key now. We can probably open that one drawer. And that goes to. Looks like a postcard sent from Hawaii. I'm inching closer day by day. We have much to discuss. I have attached 4 of my notebooks. I can trust no one else to keep them safe until I return. Best CW. Okay, 4. They're not underlining it this time, so that's good. Okay, I think we assume that, from the message here, that, 1 is the last digit of whatever this is, at least. Anyway, let's try opening that drawer now. Ooh, we can examine the desk ornaments. I wonder how much these cost. They look like they belong in a museum. One of these is probably worth more than my grandma's house. Especially this, like, ancient script on the side. It looks like it says, Made in Taiwan? I don't know, it must be Italian. Kiev got fit? Okay, so we don't have... This isn't one of those games where you have to manually select items from the inventory. Got a journal page, let's check her out. A torn journal page. It's a scribbled travel itinerary that lists the order someone was planning to visit countries. England, Germany, Portugal, Japan, Philippines, Hawaii, Alaska. Okay, so how many of these are we looking for? Is it going to be all of them or just a couple? So I'm not seeing any postcards over here. Do we get... I think just the books here. And can we get into here? Oop. Quite a bit here. Lots of bottles, lots of cups. Ooh, Japan postcard. Let's check that one out. 3 days rooting around a library before stumbling upon anything remotely helpful. This is bigger than I possibly could have imagined. Take care of yourself. They're watching. Best, CW. And all this effort CW is spending, all this work CW is spending traveling the world. You think he could have spent some of that money hiring better writers for his TV shows? Oh, we got a horsehead sculpture. Cool if you're into animal parts as decor, I guess. Because I'll need a key code, no point trying to guess it. Okay, we got 4 digits, so we've got all the postcards. Let's go through. What was the order? So we've got Hawaii, England, Alaska, and Japan. So we've got England first, then Japan, then Hawaii, then Alaska. So England is 7. And 7, 3. There was Hawaii, then Alaska. 7, 3, 4, 1. There we go. Problem solved. Easy peasy. And that gets us a key. Pardon me. Closing that. Get that out of the way so I can get through. Okay, time to get out of here. I've had a thought. Yeah? About how my room is empty. No puzzles, nothing locked, nothing out of place, except for this radio. Okay? Why would they give us a way to talk to each other? Give me a way to help you? Because your only way out is me? You have to guide me to you. We're the puzzle. Precisely. Cool, no pressure. You made it out of the office. I know that together we can solve this. I hope you're right. Ooh, we already got an achievement. Some documents with charts and equations. Nothing that looks like it'll get me out of here or like it might be a clue. Well, good to have that confirmed at least. Make sure we can't open any of this. Oh, there. Wasn't giving me the prompt. Antique vase. Not a single rupee hidden inside. What a ripoff. A Renaissance painting with a lady who is absolutely over this crap. Honestly, same. I feel like a lot of people in Renaissance paintings look like they're over this crap. We've got a little something here. A white bottle. Let's take a look at it. Full of, white liquid. Don't say anything. An extravagant-looking sofa. You'd be legally required to wear at least 3 petticoats to lounge on it. I don't even know what a petticoat is, really. I think it's like those fluffy things they put on... Those, like, fluffy leggings they put under, fancy dresses back in the day. Ooh, an absolutely ancient rotary phone. Okay, so the question is, are we going to get a duh, I'm Gen Z, I can't work a rotary phone joke? It doesn't work, of course. I didn't think it would be that easy. Okay, that's good. What kind of person goes through the trouble of kidnapping someone and designing elaborate puzzles for them to solve? Like, what's the point? Speaking personally, love of the game. In a case like this, I'd say ego. Someone clearly has a lot of time and influence. Possibly even enough money to do something this elaborate. People don't usually go to such dramatic lengths just to kill someone. Not when anything else will do. A knife, a gun, your bare hands, even your teeth. I get the extremely vivid picture. Well, point being, someone here clearly has an objective here. I also think they're making a statement, you know, showing off. What about these postcards? From the room you woke up in, what about them? I don't know, they're just weird. It sounds like someone was researching something. But they also seem sort of paranoid. Could just be set dressing, you know, theming. I mean, look at this place, it's dramatic in the extreme. I guess we'll probably never know who CW was, huh? We should be worrying about ourselves before anyone else. Okay, what do we got here? Anything under the pillow? That one seems propped up. Got a notebook. Humorism, the humoral theory, or humoralism, was a system of medicine detailing a supposed makeup and working of the human body, adopted by ancient Greek and Roman physicians and philosophers. The 4 humors of Hippocratic medicine are black bile, yellow bile, phlegm, and blood. Each corresponds to one of the traditional 4 temperaments. The proper blending and balance of the 4 humors was known as eucrasia. While science has moved far past these ancient beliefs, rooted in a primitive misunderstanding of how the universe works, there are still those that believe there is a certain truth to these old teachings. After all, what truly makes up a man? Are we not the sum of our parts, our bodies merely flesh and blood and meat? A physician named Duncan McDougall theorized that the soul had physical weight. 21 grams, in fact. Write that down, write that down! Does this not imply that the soul itself could also be a substance present in the body? Something that could be seen, felt, perhaps even extracted? Such ideas seem flights of fancy, to be sure, but the possibilities are endless. Okay, enough talk. Let's have at this puzzle. Ooh, we got a green bottle now. 1 second, just grabbing the water bottle. Okay. Let's take a look through these drawers. Nothing in here. Black bottle. So I get... Oh, this one doesn't have a handle. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. I could put a bottle here for some reason. Display cabinet full of knickknacks, but nothing useful. I feel like I'm missing a vial or something. I feel like there should be at least one more bottle. Well, nothing for it. Let's head through the door. And it's locked. Guess that means there's a key in here somewhere. Okay, so I don't really know what to do with these yet. Like, I don't know how much they weigh or how it's supposed to equal 21. Still life. This painting looks slightly torn on the left. Ooh. Where do I click to deal with that? Okay. So, we know at least that So we know that we're probably trying to equal like 21 grams somehow per the note. The question is, one, what do we have that would equal 21 grams? How would we measure that? Like, nothing useful here. Ooh, there's a red bottle here. Oh, I get it. This is telling us the order. So, if the red and green bottle go on the right. It's torn on the left side. That means it was torn off part of the painting there. The white bottle probably goes in the middle. Now we just need to find something. Here we are. 2 liquids that do other man. Maybe just 2 fancy potions. This looks damaged on the right side. So there's a clear bottle of some sort that's supposed to go on the right. It's something yellow, white, red, green. Oh, here's the thing. Well, let me go back. Was it like a black liquid, and that's why I couldn't see it? Probably. It's like that's very clearly yellow, white, red, green. So I'm gonna assume the leftmost is black. Must have done it. Let's pick her up. Gotta remember that cabinet with a missing handle. Alex 2, creepy ass house 0. Is there any way to take the handle off of something else, though? Guess not. Let's see what's in here. I made it out of the room. I'm in a hallway. Good, that's progress. I can see... there's a boarded up door covered in blood. We're bound to see some blood eventually. Kidnapping doesn't usually have a happy ending. The important thing is that it isn't our blood. Let's keep it that way. Yeah, you're right. I can hear something. I think it's your voice. You must be close. I'll knock on my door. Try to follow the sound. Okay, I'm on it. Okay, sounds like it's coming this way. There we go. Nice visual indicator. That's helpful. Hey, can you hear me? Yes. Finally. Almost there. Just have to find a way to open the door. I'm going to need you to hurry. Why the rush? You know, other than being kidnapped and trapped. I think I might have hit the door too hard. I triggered some kind of trap. The room is now filling with gas. What? Alright, don't panic. The gas is coming through slowly. We've got some time. I'm going to get you out. I'll find a way, I swear. I believe in you, Alex. Just keep a calm head. My life is in your hands. Alright. You know what that means. Rush, panic, freak out. You cannot afford to slow down. There are lives on the line. Oh, I can zoom in on stuff. That's helpful, I guess. Lar, backwards. Somehow this still isn't worse than some public toilets. Yeah, that's about how my digestion feels lately. So there's this toilet. Okay, you don't have to tell me everything you do. Come on, you know that's not what I'm doing. I was going to tell you that it's filled with blood. Funny. I've definitely seen worse public toilets. That's what I said. Okay. So something to do with the mirror, probably. A satanic picnic. Fits in perfectly with the blood-soaked bathroom. Let's see, toilet paper. Wow, 3-ply. That's how you know these people are really rich. It reveals. There we go. What reveals? I don't have time for this cryptic. Oop. What the? Wait. Torres, something weird's going on here. I mean, more weird. The reflection in the mirror isn't right. Isn't right? Yeah, it doesn't match up with real life. The reflection doesn't... Alex, you're not making sense. Look, a painting just fell down in the mirror, but it's still hanging up behind me. Okay, you need to check out that painting. On it. Alright. Apart from the subject matter, painting seems normal. Maybe there's something behind it. Oh, the wallpaper's coming off here. Light's coming through a gap in the wood and I hear coughing. Torres, I might have found a way in. Just in time. Air's getting really thick. The wall was falling apart behind the painting. There's a space and light behind it. I think this would line up with your room. Might be onto something. There's a vent on this side, but it doesn't lead anywhere. But how are you breaking through a wall? I've tried to pry the planks, but they're more solid than they look. Ugh, I can't think straight. Is there anything you could use? Not that I could see. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. There's no way through. No way out. Alex, calm down. Look, they're messing with your head. I need you to pull yourself together. The minute you give up is the minute I'm dead. Think. I'm trying, but... This is too much. I can't do anything. Oh, God. Alex, snap out of it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and get me the hell out of here. I'm trying! Well, not very hard. You're just kind of moping. Oh, we have an axe now. What the fuck? What's happening? I mean, it's moving. Alex? Alex? Torres, I'm going to try to call you back. Your reflection just tried to make me into spare parts. Aldo. Absolutely not. No way. Alex? What happened? I heard a crash. Are you okay? This is insane. No, it's impossible. My reflection just moved on its own. Threw a damn axe at me. Through the mirror. You're... what? Are you kidding? Yeah, I'm kidding. Just a joke between friends in the old death house. There's a whole room back there. Looks just like this bathroom. Alex. Ah, right. Yes, Torres. There's the axe. I'll take any miracles I can get. I'm coming, Torres. Hold on. So if that wasn't a mirror, that was a room. Then, who was it that looked exactly like us? Probably going to come back later. Alright, let's smack it open. Hatchet would definitely be destroyed, though. It's risky. Now let's see if there's a better option. Let's just be quick about it. If it's telling me, do you really, really want to do this? I think we need to look around more. And that's giving, ooh, there's another way vibes. Broken grandfather clock. I've seen dead bodies stuffed into one of those ones. I beg your pardon? The grandfather clock. You know, tall, big pendulum. Not that, the dead body? Well, if you got a small corpse, it's actually not a bad place to hide something. Until it begins to stink, anyway. You have led the most fascinating, horrible life. Anything to do with the painting? Ooh, Saturn Devouring the Sun, a classic. Okay, so that's not happening. Yeah, I think we might have to use the axe. However, what if we use the axe to open the boarded up door? Is there an option to save? Oh, we already have the axe, so okay, guess not. Alright, looks like we could try breaking down the door. This hatch is pretty beat up, but I reckon it'll get me in. That's what I would do. Saying that, hitting the door too hard is what triggered the gas. I could try looking for another way, but I gotta do something. It'll be faster this way, right? I mean, we haven't... Yeah, we have the axe, I think we need... What we just saved, I think we need to go for this. I've got fingers crossed. Not, not bad. For a second I thought my ticket had been pulled. Thank you. Oh, Torres is a girl. A very attractive one. Hey, hi, no time for warm and fuzzy. Let's get out of here. We can just squeeze right through the hole and we'll... Oh, gas is gone. Never mind. What the hell? Ah, there. You never know how much you'll miss something till it's gone. You okay? Nothing I can't handle. Good to finally meet you face to face. We have a lot to talk about, but I would like to get you out of here first. Seconded, I saw 2 doors, one at the end of the hall and one that's boarded up covered in blood. Let's start with the one not covered in blood. Lead the way. Yeah, no, I gotta leave the room first. You know how it works. Yay, we saved Torres. Try the bed? No, I did not try the bed. Because of traps? Yes, but also because it looks filthy. I'd rather stand anyway. It keeps the blood pumping. And I just had these slacks dry cleaned. Anything here to pick up? We got a book. Is every page blank? Yes? Are you sure? Let me just... Hey, there's a diagram. Looks like a box with a sad-looking stick man in the middle. This could be important. I drew that. Oh. And it's a neutral-looking stick man, Freud. I like Torres. All this storage space sitting unused. That's how you know someone's rich. You look through this place, all the drawers? Every single one. They're all empty. I bet whoever's behind this just wanted to watch me try and fail. Alright. Cupboard filled with drawers. Okay, so it's all empty. Let's go. What a disappointment. Alright, let's try the door that isn't covered in blood. This looks kind of cracked. I wonder if I could have gone through here somehow. Hey, that door's open. It definitely wasn't like that before. Okay, we move carefully. No telling what we'll find. Ooh. Very carefully. Ooh. Fun art. Where the hell are we? This place is way bigger than I expected. Looks like some kind of central hall. We should head downstairs. Why there first? I find that most exits are on the ground floor. Oh, well, yeah. That makes sense. Let's check it out. There are plenty of exits not on ground floors. They're called windows, and they work if you're not a pussy. I think this is Latin. What am I saying? It's a big spooky mansion. Of course the old books are all in Latin. It's probably legally required. I'm not going to look too close at this. Are you sure we can't try reading this while I'm standing inside it? 1, it's very gross, and I want to know if it's made with, you know. And for 2, looking at it makes my head feel kind of weird. Okay, so still up in the air how much of this is, like, outright supernatural stuff. I think this is Latin. What was I saying? It's a big spooky mansion. Oh, right, I already read this. Thought this was a different book I was looking at. I'm a big silly Billy. Ooh, this is a fancy door. Hey, we should... Okay, fine. Party pooper. I want to explore the spooky mansion. I want to find items and... Somebody really likes fireplaces. There's no making this place feel cozy. Here we got kind of a weird mirror here. It's locked. Of course. Nothing's ever that easy. I think we're in for a long night. Alright, we should establish a base for now. Somewhere safe, for as safe as this place can be. Somewhere easy to get to. Fancy place like this probably has a hall or something for receiving guests. Ground floor, likely close by. Alright. Anything here? Guess this is it. Over there, that room looks perfect. Perfect? Follow me, I'll explain. Okay, we got our little room here. This room looks safe, for the moment. Thank you, Detective Dismal. A perfect, cheerful, morale-boosting observation. Just being practical. I think we should rest for a second and review what we know. Then we'll be able to act accordingly. Okay. So, to start, we've been individually kidnapped by an unknown assailant. Left trapped inside a house. This is clearly a person with both the means to craft elaborate, dangerous puzzles and a sick sense of humor. Lives are on the line, and I've got the burning lungs to prove it. So that sounds bad. It is bad. We know next to nothing. We have no idea whether there's 2 of us in this mansion or 200. You think other people could have been kidnapped? This place is too big, and too many things don't add up for it to be just the 2 of us. For one, I was about to make a joke about why would you only put 2 people in a death game, but then I remembered, oh right, one of my favorite horror death game franchises ever made started with 2 dudes chained up in a bathroom. Regardless, our goal is to escape. We should also attempt to find out who's behind this, both to bring them to justice and for me to bring them to a firm punch in the gut. If we find anyone else, well, we'll do what we can to help, like you did for me. Right, sounds like a plan. Let's go. I can't. What? That gas didn't number on me. I still can't take a deep breath and I can barely move. Okay, so this is our way of, like, removing her, having her not need to be around, adjusting so that it doesn't affect the game too much if we didn't save her, I guess. Just getting down here felt like I was trying to run a marathon. Oh. Look, I know I'm asking a lot of you, but you're the one who rescued me. I believe in you. We've both got a radio so we can maintain contact. In the meantime, I'll poke around this room. Maybe I'll find information. Or another asinine little puzzle, more like. At least I know who to call if that happens. You know, in movies, splitting up is always a bad idea. This isn't a movie and we shouldn't waste time. We don't have the luxury of making the best possible choice. This is so bogus. I thought these days the kids said, oh snap. Okay, you know what? You can critique my slang when we escape the murder mansion. Okay, so we're definitely somewhere in, like, the 80s or 90s then. If that's what they think modern slang is. Which I guess explains why we didn't get a Gen Z can't work a rotary phone joke earlier. Just promise you'll take care while I'm gone, okay? Don't worry about me, Alex. Just be careful. You don't know what's out there. I'll help if we have a map. It's not perfect, but I started drawing one. Should be easy enough to get you started. Are you kidding? This looks amazing. How'd you get such straight lines without a ruler? Keep track of rooms that you think have something left to do. That way, if you're ever lost, you can just check the map. Seriously, were you an architect in another life? This is so crisp. Alex, focus. I've marked 2 doors I noticed were open on our way down. As good a place as any to get started. Oh, and here's my pencil if you want to keep it up to date yourself. Right, got it. Thanks, Torres. Try to take it easy. I'll be back as soon as I can. Alright, things are opening up a bit. Let's take a look at our map. Okay, couple interesting notes here. Can we do anything with these? Bunch of old statues covered in drop claws. Kind of creepy, but what else is new? Those are definitely going to be super important later, right? Wow, these are all books on folklore and legends from all over the world. Kinda wish I had time to read them. Come on, it's a murder trap mansion. You gotta read everything. You gotta know what all the clues are. You're gonna get optional characters killed. And get a bad ending. These are lilacs. My mom loved flowers. She used to tell me all about them. I think these symbolize renewal. Okay, keep that in mind for later. I think these specific lilacs signify poor organizational skills. Leaving all your chairs in a pile in one corner. That's not good. Where was it? They said, let's just take a look around, make sure there isn't something we're missing, and let's start with the open door on the ground floor here. Locked, not getting in there. I thought that was the open one. Oh, nope, here it is. Turn away. Am I reading the map wrong? Okay, yeah, no, it's the this one over here. Okay, we're in the east wing now, I guess. Friendly little camera up there. Open door here. Ooh, let's check the note here. Not taking unscheduled appointments. Okay, sure. Everything else in this place operates on its own logic. Why not? Since none of the phones work and I have no way to call, whatever that is, for an appointment, I guess I'll see if I can't find something that goes in that slot. Sounds like a plan. Let's just take a look around here before we commit to a door. Lion emblem. Couple, some lovely plants here. That door does not like me very much. Alright, let's head on back. Guess we really only got one option here. The lumberjack would invite couples to their holiday cabin in the woods. Overpowering his victims, he would force one of the couple to watch as he methodically severed the limbs from their partner. He was eventually apprehended in the late 70s. Authorities were helped by multiple survivors being able to identify the make of chainsaw used. Okay, that's actually okay. It was like, it's just a lumberjack who chops people up with an axe. That's cliche, but chainsaw, you're modernizing it a bit. I would not be surprised if there is some relation. I imagine they're of the same genus. Genus sounds like penis. Records show a startling increase in the number of murders during the 1727 London famine. Driven mad in this starvation, it was in this environment that the London butcher thrived. Famed for selling high-quality meat at cut-rate prices, it was years before anyone discovered their source. Fresh corpses. I feel like if someone in, the post-apocalypse or a big famine suddenly suspiciously has lots and lots of access to meat, you know what that is, you just didn't want to ask questions. Okay, arsonist. Public faith in the police's ability to keep them safe was at an all-time low by 1964 due to the arsonist, and also due to the police. Hundreds perished in a string of devastating apartment and office building fires. It's thought that the Dream Doctor massacres a few years prior served as inspiration. However, as they were never caught, their motivations remain a mystery to this day. Okay, so we are gonna have to, we got things falling off the shelves. That's concerning. We're gonna have to read all of these and put them in the right order, aren't they? Display of murder weapons. That's neat. So there's a history of violence from beginning to end. Got a blank canvas. As a placeholder. So yeah, we probably gotta swap these or something. Also, this one's... The biblical figure Cain, the original murderer, appears in various texts dating back millennia. Theories of Cain being the son of Satan and not Adam date back just as long. I feel like that's just dumb. That's like cheapening the point. It's like, ooh, he couldn't have been evil because he was a human who just got jealous and whacked a guy with a rock. He must have been, specially evil. Clock killer. Charged with 18 separate murders, what was believed to be an open and shut case ended up being anything but. Crucial evidence destroyed in the fire meant that the clock killer served a short sentence of only a single year before being released in the summer of 1988 for good behavior. The clock killer. You've mentioned them before. It says that they're free. Is that true? Released early for good behavior. How? According to this, he's a known murderer. Mass murderer. I was on the force then, and we had it all. Extensive evidence, documents, murder weapons. Hell, I even got him on video. So what happened? It was all destroyed. A few weeks before the trial, a fire took out half the police station. Nothing but ashes left behind. That can't have been a coincidence. I'm sure it wasn't. I headed up an investigation. Turns out our killer was a former cop, well-liked. Ain't that always the case? Friends in high places, you know the deal. Jesus. Orders came in telling me to stop investigating. Told me to just focus on my 9 to 5 and let the higher-ups handle it. Did you? Hell no. But wouldn't you know it, I was suspended and put under investigation myself. Didn't take a detective to figure out my days there were numbered, so I quit. Best decision I ever made. Turns out my values and those of the station didn't align. Alright, anyone else we gotta read up on? Oh yeah, the Dream Doctor. Performing a vivisection on a conscious human is near impossible due to the shock. However, the Dream Doctor was able to keep his victims conscious using a paralytic agent. She would then use a leucotome, a hammer and pick, for extensive brain testing. There are no known survivors. Okay, so who else we got? Ferryman. Tales of a murderous ferryman date back to the 11th century BC, Considered a myth, it is said to have been inspired by Charon, the one who ferried souls to Hades through the river Styx. The Death Rider is a highwayman of English legend dating back to the early 1500s. Wielding a spiked flail, they would wait by the roadside for unsuspecting passerby. Victims were beaten beyond recognition, many never identified. Nothing was ever stolen, and their motive remains unknown to this day. Section on the psychology of murders. If there's one thing I don't want to get inside of, it's the mind of the killer. Not late-night reading for when you've been stuck inside a murder house. Okay, it's the same section. Let's see, double check. What do we got? We got the clock killer, we got arrows. What is it? Oh, paintbrushes. Hammer and pick. A multi-headed flail, and like a butcher thing. Oh, I missed this one. Christoph H. Jefferson, the Crimson Artist, was active between 1290 and 1312. They would kill and artfully arrange the models' bodies, at which point he would paint the crime scenes of the victim's blood. Several pieces of their art have reportedly gone missing, and while never officially valued, they're rumored to be highly sought after in the fine art world. Okay, so he was like the 1290s. Gotta remember which ones were which. London Butcher is presumably the butcher knife, so 1727. Clock Killer was like 1988, so that's probably most recent. Still got to figure out who the guy with the flail is. I forget which one that was. Is that the Death Rider? Oh yeah, here we go, I missed this one. The Death Rider is a highwayman of English legend dating back to the early 1500s. Wielding a spiked flail, they would wait by the roadside for unsuspecting passerby. Victims were beaten beyond recognition, many never identified. Nothing was ever stolen, and their motive remains unknown to this day. When was it? 1500s. So after the paintbrush guy. Paintbrush guy was like 1290, right? Okay, so paintbrush was 12. Crimson Artist was 1290. Clock Killer is like most modern. Okay. Killer was like present day. Butcher was 1700s. Flail guy was 1500s. Then Doctor was. Alright, that was mentioned in the Arsonist. That was like a few years back. 1964. So they're the second. So around then, so they'd be second from most recent. So it's 1290 was the painter, then the flails, then the butcher, then the this stuff, and then the thing. So I assume if we're getting this in order, like that. Yay, we did it. Okay, now which one do we take? Or do we take all of them? Cabinet's open now, I suppose I have to take these. Woo, we got some cool stuff. And a new room. I'm unsure what to do with this. How many books are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's think 11 and 5. Unsure what to do with that. Oh, there's a painting here now. That's weird. I know this canvas was blank a second ago. A hammer and pick, a clock, and paintbrushes. This has to be part of the puzzle. Here, clock killer. Is it like number of victims or number of survivors? Let me just... Oh, it's just numbers written on it. So, 1, 5, 3. Helpful. Okay, so we need... Assuming I'm reading the arrows right, we would need 1 on the right, 5 on the left. And then 3. There we go! Helpful. This looks like a trap room. But I don't have anywhere else to be, so... Oh, we're in the gallery now. It's like, oh yeah, we're all the way back here. That's going to take us back out in the main hallway. Oh, we're in a cutscene now. Pretty empty. Wonder what these buttons do. I assume they make the walls close in on us or something. Stack of paintings. There's... What was not This was not here before. So on those buttons. Okay, am I supposed to light them all up, probably? Okay, which ones toggle? Okay, this one toggles 1, 2, and 5. This one toggles 1, 2, and 3. This one toggles the middle. Oh, hold on, let me try. Okay, so it's like the adjacent buttons, but it wraps around. Let's see here. There we go. What the? We did it. Now we're going to have to turn around. There's going to be something freaky here. Whoop, yep. Jesus, these things have got to stop appearing out of nowhere. Everything alright, Alex? Just checking in. I'm looking at a bunch of weird statues and a painting, an angel, a demon, some sort of snake person. Oh, you mean Lamia? I don't know, do I? It's Greek mythology. Lamia was a girl who was another casualty of Zeus and Hera's. On again, off again martial squabbles. These days are mostly just used as generic fantasy monsters in most media. And for porn. So much porn. The actual legend is much more tragic. Do most detectives know this much about Greek mythology? I can't have a hobby. Besides, when you spend all your time dealing with human monsters, the made-up ones are a lot more palatable. Alright, what do we got here? Podium covered in symbols. I guess we gotta align these, probably. Angel. Minotaur. Noose. Lamia. Knight. Devil. Okay, so... Where are we going with my ears? It's like the... left to right, but the height looks weird. Nope, we lost the statues. Let's just try left to right to start with. Guess not. Okay, 1 second. Can I get behind them and see anything? Guess not. Okay. Can I open this? And get back out there? It's not. Can I press any of these buttons again? Guess not. Is there anything back out here I can look at? It's magically changed places since the last time I was here. Does turning off the flashlight do anything? Nope. So we got an angel, Minotaur, Lamia, a knight, the devil. Maybe I leave and come back later. Is there? Let's try the upstairs for a bit. Oh yeah, there were books here about mythology, weren't they? Weren't there? Worth a shot. You found anything? She's not looking so good. I'll give her a chance to catch her breath. Alright, let's try the upstairs. I kind of feel real silly when it turns out I was just missing something obvious and I didn't actually need to go upstairs first. I think this is where we came through. Is this one? Alex, where are you right now? Upstairs? It is, as you might expect, old and weird up here. Why, do you need something? You weren't just outside the great room? No? Why? I just thought I heard. Never mind. I guess that gas just hit me harder than I thought. Are you okay? Should I come back? No, it's nothing really. I just sworn I heard you calling me. I thought I saw you, too, in the shadows outside the room. You said you had something to show me. Something I needed to see. Okay, not a fan of that. Torres, I swear that wasn't me. I believe you. It's probably nothing. Just this whole situation and the gas must have done a number on me. Don't worry about it. But, it's fine, just forget it. I probably just dozed off or something. Just go back to what you were doing. We'll watch your back, Alex. Okay, maybe we are supposed to go this way then? Paintings and stuff here, or anything we can poke our nose into. It's got a peacock emblem on it. A couple doohickeys here and there. Little banners on the wall here. And a lion door that we also can't get through. We're gonna have a run button. Alright, let's try the door. Wait, no, is this the one we came through? I forget. I think this is a new one. Okay, master bedroom. Oh, this isn't going to be used to fuck with us. Someone hung a sheet on the wall. They were using it as a makeshift screen. Got a keypad with 4 buttons again. Projector. Working, but it's useless without any slides, as always. Half a bottle left. Maybe I'll just... No, that's a terrible idea. Pile of clothes. Never thought I'd see someone whose laundry habits were worse than mine. Here we got some symbols here. Bottles of weird stuff. We got a slide. Ooh, and something that says to, like, switch the middle to, I guess. Oop. Got a note. 1592. Make sure we check all of these. Nothing useful here. Nothing here. Okay, that says switch the first and third. In certain cultures, crystals have more meaning than pretty baubles to decorate your home with. It was believed that the many facets inside them could act as windows to other realms or even to the afterlife. One ritual involved building a doorway out of crystal during the fall equinox in the belief that the shadow it cast was actually a doorway to another world. Building such a structure is, of course, impractical at best, and it's unlikely this ritual was ever really performed at a full scale, which perhaps is a comfort given that if you open a door to somewhere, you never really know what might come through from the other side. Oh, and we've got another thing telling us to switch the first and last. Anything in the plant? Small plants all over. Guess life finds a way. Yes. Oh, we're getting... Ooh, another thing telling us to switch the fourth and third. Okay, so... Weird looking board. Is this for a game of some sort? Maybe the pieces are around here somewhere. You will pardon me one quick second here. Sorry, we got a spammer in chat. We've gotten new slides to insert. Okay, so we got... That's looking like a map of a room. Not necessarily this room, though. Which room is that referencing? No, it does kind of look like it's this room. Wait, no. Wait, no, if I look at it like this, the fourth one is down here somewhere. It don't do me much good. I'm already stumped. That's a great sign. Oh, right. There was a code, wasn't there? 1592. Oh, so that's telling us where all the notes to swap are. So... we swap the middle two, that gives us 1952. There was another one over here somewhere, wasn't there? Yeah. It swaps those two, so 1952 becomes 5912. Then these two goes 5921. That would give us 1925, I think, if I've done follow the order of operations correctly. Yay! Wasn't the? I was not expecting that. We got the creepy attic. I don't know why I'm surprised this place has secret rooms. It's like the least weird thing about it. You'd be surprised how common those are. Deal with a lot of secret passages and stuff as a detective, do you? Well, normally it's less elaborate. Panic rooms are still popular, for instance. But more often than not, it's, so say, an old office or bedroom. They get boarded up and forgotten about before the place was sold. Ever find anything cool? I did once get called in by a school. 2 bodies. Well, skeletons, really, at that point. Both in chairs opposite an old standing mirror. Cracked right down the middle. You're kidding! I am not. They were so old it was impossible to tell what happened to them. The official record was that it was some sort of suicide pact, given the symbols drawn on the floor around them. People have always been strange, Alex. That's still super creepy, though. Some real Bloody Mary stuff. What, like ghosts? It's never ghosts or monsters, Alex. It's always people. People do the worst, most terrifying things you can imagine. They put on rubber monster masks and run around scaring people in order to sell real estate. I can't tell if you're the scariest person I've ever met or the most boring. I get that a lot. Alright, let's take a look-see around here. Sealed and covered. I'm not digging through all these if I don't have to. The chalk outline. An unfinished door, maybe. Oh, is that thing they were talking about, like the shadow? Sealed and covered. Okay, so those are sealed and covered too. Anything we can pick up? Ooh, we've got another slide. Chalk outline of a door. Anything we can do with that? Or we just got to... Anything else to grab? Nope, just second slide. Let's see what's changed when we weren't looking. Oh, nothing yet. 3, 7, 10. Symbols and numbers? What could these be for? Oh, those... Some of those look like the symbols on the statues downstairs. That's new. Guess that answers my question. Okay, so... 1 is that thing. 6 is that thing, and 12 is that thing. It's the same symbols. It's like, hold on, let me just look here. Okay, so I'm thinking it's like numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be 3, 7, 10. What have we got here? Another projector slide. And some weird looking statues. What are these for? There's like weird looking crystals. Which I bet go here. I'm probably supposed to move them so it forms an outline of a door. Oop, yep, that looks correct. There we go. What's with this shape? It kind of looks like a door. What was that? Hello? Somebody there? I think that's the sound of progress, my friend. Huh. I could have sworn I heard. Holy the lights! Come on, stupid flashlight. Why are you dead now? Okay. Deep breaths. It's fine. I'm fine. Just find the door. I can't find the door. There's nothing on the wall. What? Spooky stuff about to happen. I just can't believe it, officer. Are you sure it's her? Who? No, my little girl. My little Alex. Is that Grandma? I can't believe she's gone. The body was so... Are you sure? No, Gran, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Okay, is this going to be a purgatory twist? Because I swear if we're all dead and this is purgatory, I'm going to be miffed. My little girl. My sweet little girl. But I should have expected it. She was always sticking her nose in where it didn't belong. I always told her one of these days someone was going to cut it off. Okay, that might have just been generic spooky stuff then. Oh my god. What? The door, I swear it wasn't here a second ago. And where did that one come from? I must be seeing things. Oop, new room. Planetarium, that's a fancy room. What's going on? First my flashlight dies, and then a secret door opens to... I'm not sure, actually. What is this? Planetarium? Are you kidding me? Taurus has got to hear about this. You will not believe what I found. You know that's not true. No, I mean, really, it's just... You okay, Alex? You sound rattled. Something happened? No, it's fine. I'm fine. Nothing happened. Look, I found my way into what looks like a planetarium. Okay, you got me. That's actually a little surprising even for this place. There has to be some sort of trick to it. Unless it's playing some sort of laser rock show I'm missing out on. Huh, I wish. It's a pretty empty-looking room. I'll go to once over. Shouldn't be long. Famous last words. Don't even joke about that. Whoa, sorry. Are you sure you're Fine, I'm fine. I'll call you if I find anything. Alright, now's probably a good time to drop a save. I'm gonna stagger my saves, I think. A lot of books, all about stars, an obvious note here. Added to inventory. Let's take a look-see. Capricorn, Lupus. Someone get Dr. House on the line. Sagittarius and Cetus unobserved. JP. We got a registry book. Preliminary directions. Oh no, there's more on the back here. That's what I was looking at. Capricorn North, Lupus East, Sagittarius East. Cetus inconclusive. More observation required. Book labeled Registry. Jonathan Parker, James Patrick, Jason Bond, Jeffrey Padalecki, Jacob P. Whoever thought it would be fun for everyone to have the same initials as a moron. Okay, so we have no idea which JP is which. But I don't think we have enough information to do much of anything yet. Got a diagram here. Someone's drawn a diagram and taken notes. And there's a crude drawing of unicorn. They don't believe me, but I think I figured it out. This is it. We're going to have to probably figure out whatever's going on there. Got a blackboard covered in constellations of notes. The eagle, wolf, unicorn, and whale. They were labeled to Aquila, Lupus, Onoceros, and Cetus. This looks important. I better make a note. We're getting a lot of stuff here. Got a note ring binder. What's this one say? Nothing on the back of this one, then. Oh, I get it. The unicorn is north and the whale is south. Because that's the letters that are highlighted. I haven't been through a room yet that doesn't have enough drink to throw a party. Well, unfortunately, we're boring, so we don't get to party. We get to solve puzzles, which is more fun and fulfilling. Mom. Ooh, green ink. Lyra 23-2, Aquila 6-5, Hydra 12-4, Cetus 10-9, Serpens 15-3. Oh, they're writing their dates backwards in the British style because they're wrong. Some thoughts were written down on the back. Whoever this was, they were frustrated. Jonathan is pig-headed. If we could only meet in the middle, I'm sure we'd find the answer. So I feel like we've got a lot to unpack here. Nice chair for viewing constellations. Okay, so we can change the date. Sorry, I needed to stretch for a moment. Okay, we're definitely picking up something here. Ooh, there's a box here. There's a lockbox with no clear way to open it. That's not very helpful, is it? Not seeing anything here. Oh, there's a note. There's the last note that we probably missed. Okay. Let's see. Looks like a back and forth between two people. The first is written in red ink. John, please be more careful. There is no 24th month. The second in blue. Jeffrey, I tell you this every single time. It's day, month, not month, day. You're always getting the dates wrong. Humph. Well, here in America, where things are normal, we write it month, day. So, eat my poopy. We got some blue ink with constellations. So everyone's got the same initials. At least we know Jonathan Parker is in blue, so this is his notes. So the whale is Cetus, and that's to the south, if I remember correctly. So let's see if we can figure this out. I think we're supposed to lock in all of them. That is 12-7 south. So how do we know which way is north or south, now that I think about it? Oh wait, we have to check the map. Yeah, but good news is I've got it. I think I've got that stupid spammer nuked, so we should be good there. But uh, I just realized I don't know which direction is north or south in this room. I guess I could safely assume the direction toward the door is north, maybe. Oh wait, no, I forgot. It says it here. So, okay, in that case, I think I'm. No, this is a projector ball. Or like, what were you looking at? One of the constellations. Okay, this is Jonathan's notes, and it says about meeting in the middle. Let's say, okay, so right now, the whale is kind of. What's this do? Probably locks that projector. I don't know. All right, let me see. Let me try something here. The unicorn needs to be north, I think. We're looking at here. 10, 9, 12, 7. I'm going to try 8, 11. Maybe that would be like the middle. Okay, there we go. Now we've got okay, no, now we've got Cetus to the north. It needs to be the opposite direction. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I see. It's like it has to be directly overhead, and that's how you lock it in. So then, said, the unicorn needs to be to the south. What were the notes? I think it was like showing what the ones on the. I think it was like weird horned O and then the M with the squiggly. Right, no. So 7, and then like weird T8 dash 9 O. No. Yeah, I think this is it. Yep, here we go. So that's a unicorn locked in for north. tequila and lupus. Something. I think that means lupus would have to be east. Is there any documents I'm missing here that I haven't found yet? Or did I get everything? I think I got the note that was on here. Were there any notes on the other chairs that I missed? I thought I got everything out of the boxes too. Just trying to make sure. Did I miss anything obvious? Because I got two of them. I just don't know if I've got the right answer for what the other two should be. Well, it's only two, so I could probably cause and effect it. Or trial and error. Why did I say cause and effect? Lupus 3-8. That says lupus should be east, so I'm going to assume that. Right, hold on. Is this the guy who was like writing or complaining was getting the dates wrong? Okay, so that's got to be 8-3 then. So lupus for east. Let's say. Then there's Eagle, Aquila. Which one is that? There was someone who mentioned that, I swear. 6-5, I think. Give it a shot. There we go. I guess that's the right answer. Process of elimination. It worked. The lockbox opened up. Yay! I am good at puzzles. Da, 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 da. Got a peacock key. Let's open this up. That takes us out here. Hey, the planetarium's down. Found a key with a bird on it. I think it's a peacock. And we just happen to know what door that opens. We do? We passed the door with a peacock on it when we were looking for a way out. Oh yeah, it'll be on my right when I get back to the main hall. That's the one, you should check it out. Got it. Okay, I kind of want to go back and try that puzzle downstairs again, because I feel like I'm still missing something super obvious. Maybe I didn't grab a note I was supposed to in the first room. There's music coming from somewhere. This hallway wasn't quite this long last time, I don't think. This hallway seems long. Shouldn't I be able to see the door by now? Spooky stuff time. Okay, something's definitely not right here. Taurus? Hey, Taurus? I think I'm kind of freaking out a little. I'm lost in a hall. I know how that sounds, but I can't find my way out. What? Are you all alone? I mean, there's nobody else here. Are you scared? Yes, I'm scared. Why does his voice sound so... Alex. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. What? Taurus? Surely if I keep walking in this direction, everything's going to be fixed. There's weird embers that keep appearing. That's probably significant somehow. Okay, is this one where I'm supposed to turn around and that's when the spooky thing happens? Or is this one where I'm supposed to power through until the spooky thing happens? Alright, it's looking like it's turnaround time. Brace yourself. This could be a problem. Maybe we need to find where the sound is coming from. This is back in the planetarium. Is it back in here somewhere? Okay, walking back through that door seems to have fixed it. Okay, now we're good. It's like we had to go back through whatever, like, weird door we went through, I guess. I meant to hit the Q button. That's on me. Alright, well, let's take another crack at that downstairs puzzle again. I feel rather silly about it. Torres is back here. Let's check in with her. Nope, other way. I'm bad. Okay, she's still not looking good. Music coming from somewhere again. Let's see, is there... Sorry about that. Okay. There's gotta be some kind of note or something that I missed about how to translate those symbols. Nothing of use there. Is there anything about the ferryman again? Nope. I was going to say, is it something about like the position of their hands is supposed to tell me the elevation I need to look at? Or is it like something with the... Oh, I see. It's the paintings back here. I'm stupid. Okay. So, Lamia is the lowest down, so that one gets the lowest symbol, which is... no, I suppose it's like... It's like low down, so it gets the leftmost. It gets the. Dang it, go back. There. And then the rightmost one is the knight, so that gets. Okay, so that one's actually right. And the Minotaur thing up there gets. Okay, that one's. Wait, no. Minotaur and Devil actually need to swap. Ah, dang it, go back. There we go. And then in the middle, the angel gets the horned thing. There we go. Man, that was all I had to do. I feel silly. Like, I disregarded the painting because I thought I just did that puzzle. I don't need to touch that anymore, and I did note. Draw the comparison. It's a convoluted lock system. At least those doors across the hall are open. Hope there's something nice inside. I mean, probably not, but I hope. There we go. What's that sound? Not a fan of that sound. Okay, what's about to happen? Ooh, this is a lovely room. What? Oh, yes, hello. I am, as you might imagine, quite relieved to see you. Hello, weird guy stuck in the pulsating mass. Are you okay? What is this? Okay, my young friend, I am ecstatic. Why wouldn't I be? Tangible proof of my life's work. I'm actually quite moved by it all. As the kids say, this is all that in a bag of chips. I don't think they do say that, and your tangible proof is tangibly throttling you. Ah, my apologies, I was quite carried away in the excitement. My name is Charles Werner. I am a historian in a specialized field of study. Not long ago, I woke up to find myself as you see me now. This has got to be special effects, right? The old practical stuff? I'm going to get you out of there, Alpo. I would advise against force. Whenever I struggle, it seems to upset it. But how do I get you out of here? That's a spirit into the unknown, with open arms. Granted, I don't have any, hands-on experience with this scenario. But if you were to look at your feet, that symbol is incomplete, but it shares similarities with, vanishing circles prevalent in other cultures' mythos. If you can find a way to complete it, then perhaps... Sure, fine, why not? Whatever. Well, with my boundless knowledge of ancient mythological ceremonies, that'll be a cinch. Are you alright? Not even close, but what else is new tonight? Then please, have a look around. If you find something, bring it to me and I may be able to help. Alright, let's, drop a save real quick, I think, first of all, because I, think we might run the risk of killing this guy if we fuck up. This one's simple enough, looks like a diamond. What's this? Looks like a sigil, you might need to complete the circle. So how do I, you're the demon expert. Oh, sorry, I assumed it was tourism. Come over here and describe it to me, I might be able to identify it for you. Okay, let's see what you got. Indeed, I believe this is the signal of the demon Furfur, an enormous deer creature. Its mighty hooves would shatter the sky, leaving thunderstorms in its wake. And that's everything for now. I have the feeling there's more sigils. Try to find them all. Right, fine, I'm working on it. Sunshine. Let's see here. Got a... What is this? It's moving. Is it alive? I don't want to touch it. Alive? An interesting thought. One would describe a cow in a field as alive, but once it's a steak on your plate, it's considered dead. I don't like where this is going. But what if that steak started moving? Is it alive again? Please don't take this the wrong way, Charles, but stop talking to me. I like Charles. He's fun. Adventurous, one might say. A ragged book. This would be a journal detailing someone's travels. Mystical lands, strange animals and beasts. Fiction, obviously, right? What does it say? I can't tell if it's a fairy tale or meant to be serious. It's some sort of travelogue, but all the things it describes, well, they don't exist. Strange places, monsters, or demons. Trust me, it's a very important distinction. There's always some truth in any piece of fiction. Keep it in mind. Ooh, we got another sigil thing here. This sigil looks like a mountain. Probably tell him about that. Okay, let's see what you got. This would be the sigil of Raum, a crow demon known to steal, always seeking treasure. His most famous heist was that of the underworld's soul flame, leaving it permanently shrouded in a fire that will never go out. And that's everything for now. We have the feeling that there's more sigils. Try to find them all. Okay. We got the diamond one. Is there one on the ceiling? Yep, there we go. This one's interesting. It's an eye or maybe a bow. Okay, let's see what you got. This is the sigil of Bifrons, the two-faced beast, a master of science and arts. They maintain all the gates and passages in the spirit world. And that's everything for now. Okay, there's more somewhere. But where? Oh, one behind the painting. Here we go. There's a sigil here. Just gotta move the painting. This must be a sigil. If I squint, it looks kind of like a weird robot. Okay, let's see what you got. Oh yes, I recognize this. It's the sigil of the demon Malthus. It takes the form of a giant stork. An artisan, it would build high towers and strongholds after the toughest heroes. I got sidetracked from because I say like wasn't one of the demons in Faith. No, it was Malthus. It just had like the final boss theme from that blaring in my head all of a sudden, going Malthus, Astaroth. If you've never played Faith, do it. It's one of the best horror games ever made, in my opinion, and also just the soundtrack for the final boss kicks ass. And that's everything for now. You get the feeling there's more sigils. Try to find them all. Really? There's more of these bastards? Alright, guess we're still looking. Oh, there's one under the books. Something under these books. Not sure what it looks like. A shield, maybe? Say hi. Okay, let's see what you got. Oh yes, this is the sigil for the demon Andromalius. A serpent tasked with discovering and punishing the evils of the spirit world. I think you've got them all. Alright, let's take a look at the book. My time in the southern wastes was all too brief, chased by a crimson crow. Emanating an unbearable heat, I had to flee. I would have wandered into the frozen north if not for the reptiles keeping guard. Though unintentional, I only live and breathe today thanks to them. I began my journey in the east, the barrier between our worlds rendered useless by great glowing gates. To my west lay a city of great spires, staggeringly tall and blindingly light. How long did I stay? Even now I cannot say. Okay, so we gotta figure this out. East was like the one about barriers or something. So, Bifrons. West is a city of great spires, staggeringly tall and blindingly white. That kind of sounds like Malthus. So south was obviously the crow, that was pretty obvious, and then north is reptiles keeping guard. So that's giving Andromalius, because that's like a serpent that punishes evil, and okay, so I think that's what's this? It looks like something straight out of a horror movie. Less gory than the one upstairs. So I just have to finish this drawing and you'll be free? That is the core component. Yes, I can guide you through the rest of the ritual. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out where to put each sigil then. That's where I can be of some assistance. I dare say all of my studies have led to this. Bring me anything you don't understand, I'll do my best to identify it for you. Okay, so, north is, we're gonna do east first, and that's gonna be the, that's going to be Bifrons, I think. Really not looking forward to reloading my save if I fuck this up. The construction and metal makes me think that's going to be him. South is the crow, obviously. I want to think north, based on the description, was the lizard or serpent, aka Andromalius. Give it a shot. Circle's looking good from here. Think you've got all the sigils in the right place? Yep, let's go for it. Let's do this. Seems to be the best fit. Ready? Yes. As you're probably prepared, you only have one more step to complete. You have to visualize sending the creature back, banishing it into the void. Ah, this is it. Proof at long last. Oh, good, it worked. I saw one in the background. It's like, oh crap, did I miss one of the sigils? Yes, yes, marvelous. Simply marvelous. Booyah. I'm so relieved that worked even if I don't get how. My young friend, you are party to one of the greatest revelations of the modern era. By your hand, we've just revealed tangible proof of the supernatural. Well, I'm not ready to go that far, okay? I can't, not for my peace of mind. Let's just go see Torres. She's, my partner for the night, I guess. She'll want to meet you. Alex, what happened? Are you hurt? I kept calling you and you didn't answer. I could hear these sounds. And who's this? I'm okay. Detective Torres, this is Charles. He's stuck here, like us. Ah, a pleasure to meet you. And a detective. Oh my, this is exciting. Yeah, it's a real treat for both of us. Alex, what happened? Oh, Charles was trapped in a writhing flesh wall. As one does. There were magical runes and symbols everywhere. The usual, for here anyway. Beg pardon. Flesh wall? Quite. An incredible spectacle from beyond. Oh, it was a wonder, detective. Normally I just talk with my therapist about boring things, so this will be exciting for her. Okay, so let me process this. You encountered some sort of special effects rig? I assure you, detective, as the person, enrobed by the matter. Please don't use those words. Oh, of course, pardon me. All I can tell you is it seemed very real. Alex very heroically banished it and freed me. She was quite marvelous. Well, I believe Alex could do something like that. Magic monster circles don't exist. They just don't, okay? It had to have been, I don't know, a machine or something in the air that made you both hallucinate. Oh, I suppose that's a possibility. It just seems so real. So... Well, if nothing else, this place is certainly filled with exciting mysteries, isn't it? Oh yeah, real thrill. Edge of your seat fun. Look, I need to keep searching this place. Torres has been going through all these books looking for any sort of clue or information. Ah, research. I love research. My time to shine. Perhaps you'd like a study buddy. We could put our heads together. Sure, study buddy. Okay, well, you two crazy kids have fun. Don't stay up past your bedtimes. I'll report back if I find anyone else. Call me if you need me. Do take care, Alex, and thank you again for saving me. I'm going to enjoy Charles's input, I think. Well, as I said, I'm not calling you a liar, Mr. Werner. Oh, please, call me Charles, or Chuck if you like. I've never been a Chuck before. Charles, all I'm saying is I've been on a hell of a lot of cases, and it has never, not once, turned out to be monsters. Demons, actually. Very different. Common mistake. But, more importantly, Miss Torres, detective. Detective, sorry, but, well, I know you didn't see for yourself when I was sorry, accidentally hit skip. I think we're all under a lot of stress tonight, Charles. And I've already been doused with some sort of gas once. That's just the time we know of. Yes, there is definitely something happening in this place. As soon as we find the people who caused it, my fist is going to happen to their sternum. But no matter what anyone thinks they've seen, it's important that we stay focused on getting out of here alive, not spook ourselves with stories. But, of course. I agree with you, Detective. You're right. That's the most important thing. And you have my full support, of course. Good. We're too banged up to go snooping around this place ourselves. And Alex is going to need all the support she can get. Speaking of Alex. Yes? Maybe this can help. I found it in one of the books. A key! The top looks like a lion? Right, try to keep an eye out for doors with lion motifs. Ooh, yay. Got a new key. That'll be helpful. So we can probably use that upstairs, but I think I'm going to finish what we were doing with the peacock key upstairs first. Let's, drop a save, I think. There's the button. There we go. And head on upstairs. We still got a good bit of time left in the stream. Full hour. Probably a bit more because I started a little late. Oh, hold on. I keep missing the... I keep accidentally hitting tab when there's a dialogue prompt, and I hate it. There's our peacock door. Let's head on in. Another door down. Locked in. Wait, what's that? Oh, don't stand there gawking. You're trapped here now, so you might as well make yourself comfortable. Thank you. Are you really just sitting here? Are you okay? You seem to be wearing the shotgun collar from Saw 3. I was. Have you been here the whole time? Couldn't you hear us downstairs? Oh, you've definitely made yourself known. It was positively peaceful until then. Peaceful with some sort of giant metal death device around your neck. I mean, I assume that's what it is. Oh, but it's okay. Let me... No, thank you. In fact, I would prefer if you left. Maybe you could jump down. Excuse me? I require no assistance. I can also say it in French, Italian, and Spanish, if that would drill it in. Do please leave me alone. Hey, listen, buddy. No, it's a stressful situation for everyone. Deep breaths, Alex. I'm moving past it. Alex, is that you up there? Are you talking to someone? Yeah, some guy. Extremely rude. He says he doesn't want any help and wants me to leave him alone. And I want a cup of coffee and a pepperoni pizza. We're all suffering. Bring him down here. That might take a second. The door locked behind me. And he's got a scary metal contraption around his neck. In keeping with the theme of the night, I assume it's lethal. That or a terrible fashion statement. Of course he does. Well, I don't care if he wants you to leave him alone. We can't afford privacy in here. He's got to tell us anything he knows. Hey, the least you can do is tell me who you are. If I must. I am William Jones III. You must have heard of me. Nope, I'm Alex. Alex Young. The first. So, William, you've got a death machine attached to you? Yes, I woke up with this cumbersome thing on. And people tell me I have a tendency for drama. Well, so far, every room has had some sort of trick to it, a puzzle. If you can solve the puzzle, you'll be safe, probably. I see. So far, I have a really good track record. I just need to figure out what the puzzle is, and I'll stop you right there, young lady. No thank you. What? Look, you don't need to be scared. I won't let anything happen to you. If we work together, we can figure this out, I promise. Yes, very touching. My heart is sufficiently warm. However, togetherness and friendship isn't going to get us out of here. Yes, as opposed to your winning strategy of sitting down and faffing about. We literally cannot all leave this place alive. What? How do you... Oh, I know. I didn't think they'd actually go through with it, but why am I surprised? What can you expect from a group willing to call themselves the Tartarus Society? Pretentious arses. I must have been drunk when I agreed to join. I even know your precious puzzle. They left me a note after all, but I'm not interested in dancing around for their amusement. All I need to do is wait until morning. The rest of you can sort yourselves out. Excuse me, did you say you know who put you here? What was in the note, and what do you mean about morning? Oh, do please stop flailing around. If you must know, the note said to drink my favorite cocktail and relax. Be sure and mix it just right. You only deserve the best after all, and if you make a mistake, that new accessory you're wearing will top you off, with one final explosive ingredient. Well, screw them and their fancy bloody club. When I get out of here, I am going to sue them into their bloody grave. Wait, a cocktail? That's it, I can do that. I was a bartender for a while. Of course you were. Well, if you insist on going through with this charade, you can count me out. Do whatever you please. You might have noticed that we don't even have electricity to run the bar appliances, so unless you were also an electrician in that colorful, oh-so-quirky past of yours, do please leave me be. I might not be an electrician, but every room I've encountered so far has had a solution. Even if it's not obvious, I'm sure I can figure this out. Look, just do whatever you want, alright? It doesn't matter, just leave me alone. Real fun guy. You're lucky I probably need to keep you alive for the good ending, Willy boy. Because Williams in horror games have such a track record of being good people. Anyway, we should probably save real quick. Some recipes here for flower power and a lazy morning. Must have slipped on the counter. They're covered in notes. Useful. 4-digit keypad, as usual. No drinks to mix. No power to either of these. Weird texture on the things. There's some lovely ingredients here. Warming drop. 2 whiskey. Note, if anyone asks for a gumshoe, all you have to do is swap the amounts of coffee and whiskey and make sure the drink is served piping hot. Flower power. Good for when you've got a meeting later in the day, refreshing but not too strong. If there's no cordial, an equivalent flavor of liqueur is a perfect substitute. And I'm not going to try to sing it. Note, make sure the customer is not allergic to pineapple before adding. Yes, I'm talking to you, Kevin. That sounds like a Kevin thing to do. I know a Kevin, and he's a dumbass. So, how's it hanging, William? Is the power back? I'm working on it. We'll work harder. I'm quite stressed and extremely parched. Honestly, youths. Okay, is there anything... There's gotta be some item or ingredient I'm missing here. Can I call down the balcony? Anyone? Okay, anything behind the painting? Door still up? Oh, hold on. This looks important. This is fancy. Bunch of rich old guys knocking back at a bar of some sort. Wait, is that William? And what's that on the floor behind everyone? Oh, look who's moved. Ah, I thought this place looked familiar. My word, they recreated the whole bar. A year back, I hit some milestone, a net worth of, several billion. I can't help but notice you're saying that while you're back to a balcony. That also sounds like a very Kevin thing to do, Shiro. Like, my Kevin once like called me to say, like the Kevin I know once said something about like, hey, those chip, like once I bought like a bag of like my favorite at the time really hard to find potato chips, and I put them away to eat, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get those. It's a good time to finish off that bag, and they were gone, and I think I called him asking about it, and it was like, oh yeah, I had those, though they weren't very good. And I was like, then why did you finish the bag? I joke, he's a real great guy. I'm just, we have had our annoyances. Honestly, these days he's probably better put together than me. Just... I'm worth more now, of course. Oh yeah, we were talking about pushing this rich asshole over a balcony. Past a certain point, it's hard to keep track. Sure, totally get it. Regardless, my friends and I got together to celebrate my business savvy. Ha! We drank the place dry, every shelf. We even slummed it and had a pint of beer. Oh my god, I want to shove you off this balcony. Imagine! How could you not notice they modeled this place after that bar? To be frank, I was quite drunk. The memories of that night are foggy. Besides, why would I ever expect to see a bar from the middle of London, one I had only been to once, replicated? Ugh, and now I'm remembering. That's the night I had that argument with Herringworth. Looks like he got the last word in after all. Nasty old goat. Alright, where's that, obvious trapdoor in the floor? Hey, just like in the painting, art saves the day. Right, now we gotta rotate the panels, I guess. Like, what are we trying to connect here? Oh, I guess these nodes, probably. Okay, now we're trying to connect this, it looks like. Something was connected to something, because that turned green at some point. Wait, no, hold on. Okay, so... Oh, I see. You gotta connect it to... Gotta connect these to these, so... This is the start point, and all of these are the end points. That doesn't work. Okay, so let's see. This is the only configuration that works. Wait, no, this configuration or this configuration works for these, but no. That doesn't. That's not a good idea because that one doesn't go. No, let me try it this way. Okay, that turned that on and that on. Yep, that seems to be the right way. I turn this way, and no, that doesn't seem to work. This is the only configuration where something like connects that way. Wait, now this one's turned off. Why is that turned off? Like, it's still connected to the circuit, isn't it? Breaking that breaks that circuit, but not that one. Good. Wait, now if we turn... There we go, that was changing that for some reason. So this is the only valid arrangement for this. That means this is the only valid arrangement for this. Turns that on. There we go, just need the connector on the other side. Did you see that? Almost took off my hand. William, well, at least we're out of the Dark Ages and into the age of electricity again. Good job, I suppose, though I keep telling you it's pointless. You know, for someone who wanted me to leave him alone, you're sure following me around a lot. Look, if you're going to blame me, if you're going through with this, can you blame me for supervising? You're playing with my life, young lady. Well, thanks to your supervision, the power's back. You'll have your drink and be out of that device in no time. Confident, are we? You remind me a little of myself when I was younger. Just don't get too cocky. In my experience, that's exactly when the universe decides to turn on you. Well, I plan to keep being a problem for it, until it stops being a coward and kills me. Next stop, Drinksville. Okay, you don't know the name of your cocktail or what goes in, and how about the key code for the drinks cabinet? Any ideas? I thought you were my knight in shining armor in this scenario. Why are you asking me to think for you? Wow, sorry for trying to save your life. It's been a long night. I just want this all to be over. Real helpful, Willy boy. No help there. Anything to do with the grid edge in the surface must mean something, but what? Okay, assuming this means this way up, maybe. Like. Examining from this angle, change which direction it points. Nope, it's I'm gonna try looking at it from a different angle. Four-digit code, so I'm not sure how to get that out of, like... I guess with the middle one taking out, there's 8. Excuse me. Where? Anything I can use to translate these? Oh, here's a journal William was reading. Oh, wow, it's scathing. These were his friends? Jeez, I feel kind of sorry for him. I'd probably be a little cranky, too. He was a, what does this say? Wow, that is some creative profanity. Ooh, let's read it. He was happily drinking gumshoe after gumshoe, like some commoner. A night to remember. Honestly, celebrating 5 billion is like watching a monkey dance after being thrown a banana. Okay, so yeah, that looks definitely relevant. Like something about the symbols adding up. You can combine these two to make numbers. Which way do we add them? Hold on, what are these? Like okay, so I think this is telling us which ones to combine. Okay, so first digit is this one, and this one. Second digit is this one and this one. Third is this one and this one, and then fourth is this one and this one. Okay, so let's do this one at a time. 1, 2, 3. That'll be a 5, I think, if I'm reading this right. 5, 4, 2, 3. If I'm reading that right. There we go. We've got our drinks. Okay, what do we have here? Whiskey, rum, and apple schnapps. Might as well grab it all. Who knows what I'll need? Got a couple of empties, too. Apple cordial and filtered water. The cordial bottle's no good to me. But the water bottle might just come in handy. I'll take it just in case. Got the coffee beans, too. Okay, let's check. Gumshoe is swap the amounts of coffee and whiskey and make sure the drink is served hot. Let's drop a save here so we don't fuck this up too badly. And a cordial. Okay, and then this one says that this lazy morning says that an equivalent flavor of liquor is a perfect substitute for a cordial. So we need 1 whiskey, 1 cordial, and 2 high-quality coffees. We need water for the coffee beans. We need a bottle we need water for. Okay, you remember anything, Will? Hey, I've gotten into the drinks cabinet. Can't do much without knowing what I'm meant to be making. You've got the journal. I know you've read it. Right, didn't think you would want to talk about it. And why is that? It's mostly your friends ridiculing you. Friends? I don't care about friends. I'm not a 6-year-old child. Okay, well, it sure seemed like what those people wrote about you upset you. I'm not upset. I'm exhausted, angry, thirsty, and not in any mood to be psychoanalyzed. Look, just finish whatever you're doing and let's get this over with. When I get out of here, I'm going to have a talk with some acquaintances of mine. Especially that jealous bastard Robert. If anyone were to vote me in, you can bet it was him. Voted you in? How democratic. Yes, well, I imagine that's how it works. All this for talking to some lady. I'd barely drunk anything. What? Oh, never mind that. My point was that it mentions me drinking a cocktail called a gumshoe. Think that's a drink? It must be. Whether they hated me or not, it certainly was a night to remember. That's great. Pretty sure I saw a gumshoe mentioned on one of those recipe boards. I'll work it out. Okay, where do we get some water, then? Ooh, I need water, but do I need it enough to take it from a base? I can see it's got bits of flour floating around. That counts as a fiber, right? Let's save that as a last resort. Okay, we've got a water filter, so I think that might be how to go about it, but I don't know where else we'd get the water. Did we say anything else to William? I certainly hope you're not planning on using that dirty water. Might I remind you that my life is on the line here, so I'd appreciate if you took extra care. Feel free to pitch in any time. What do you think I'm doing? Where would it be without proper management? Clearly working for you. Yes, well, carry on. Alright. Well, is there anything here about that we could use as like a... anything we could use as replacement water? Nope, I think we gotta take the water and run it through the filter. Good thing I saved, just in case this is... I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be like a smoothie, probably. Everything I need. Dirty water goes in here and comes out crystal clear the other end. Perfect. Filtered water added to inventory. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got... let's make some high quality coffee and hope we did it right. Yay, fresh coffee. Okay, so now we need... one high quality coffee. Sorry, one whiskey, one liqueur, and one high quality coffee, or 2 high quality coffee. One whiskey, one liqueur, 2 coffee. Now let's make sure it's heated up, I guess. Recipe did mention piping hot. Warm the gumshoe with the fire? Yes. Alright, let's hope we got this right. Finally, is that my drink? Took you long enough. Before you pour this down your ungrateful throat, there's something I want to ask you about. You knew somehow about the mansion and puzzles, the death traps, but your plan was to just wait. Yes, I've said that. Please pay attention. Right. How is just sitting around supposed to help you survive, though? Shh. Oh, now I know I'm not going to like this answer. Well, I simply thought once everyone else was dead. Wow. Look, I don't know you, alright? I'm a victim, too. You blame a man for wanting the best chance for himself he can get. Hey, I don't know you, and I still came to try to save you. There's a time and a place for pointless squabbling, and this is not it. Hey, the person doing all the legwork gets to decide what's pointless. You clearly know way more about this situation than I do, and I want answers. And I want you to stop nattering at me and give me my damn drink. My god, no wonder people hate you enough to stick you in here. You've got to be the most uncooperative, unhelpful person I've ever met, and I've worked retail. My feelings are just in absolute tatters, I assure you. You know what? Fine, take the drink, but then I want some information on you. Oh, very well. If you'll give me some peace and quiet in Istanbul Place, we'll have a lovely chat. But you're not going to like it. That tracks, yeah. My drink, please. It looks correct. I've all the recipe. I'm absolutely sure. Ugh, I feel like someone's walking over my grave. Dare I risk it? Don't you want to get out of that thing? I do, but I would also prefer not to die in a different, more ironic way. Are you 100% positive this is correct? Let me double check one thing first. Now you've got me second guessing myself. Let me double check. Yes, thank you. My life is on the line, my dear girl, but still, a bit of expediency. I'm more in danger of dying of boredom at this rate. Like, I'm pretty sure I used the only liqueur I've got, but it said appropriately flavored, so I want to make absolutely certain. It doesn't tell me anything, so I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for it. Right. Oh. I'm sure this time. Drink it and we can get out of it. If you still don't believe me, you can... Oh, fine. Heaven forbid I'm a little anxious after you tell me you're sure this time. But I suppose I don't have a choice. Give it to me. Alright, fingers crossed I didn't fuck up. Whew. Have the word there. Ha! Take that, you awful obnoxious device. Score 1 for William. You did nothing, sir. Phew. What do you mean, phew? I thought you were sure. I was, but still. It's a phew kind of situation, William. I like the writing in this game. And I'm pretty sure I just heard the door unlock, which means it's time for us to beat feet. Come on, I want to introduce you to Torres, and you can tell us... Now see here, I have barely recovered from that harrowing mistreatment. I never agreed to be led around like some performing monkey. Oh my god. I wish you were a monkey. You'd probably talk less. You're coming with me. Unless you want to hang out by yourself in a place defined by people who very clearly want you dead. Well, I already told you I would have been fine if I had just waited. I think. Oh, very well. Stop glowering at me. You'll get wrinkles. Let's go see this friend of yours. Back's aching a lot today. So if you hear me creaking around in my chair, that's why. Alex? We're here. We made it. Atta girl. Never had any doubt. Oh, I'll take this chair, thank you. Would you be a dear and fetch me a drink? And who the hell are you? William Jones. The third. I beg your pardon, I was speaking. The third. So, that drink. Oh, I know you. You came up in a missing persons investigation a friend of mine was working. A woman that tried to lodge a report about some secret society that was out to get her. Your name came up. Nobody took her seriously. But someone didn't like her talking. She turned up dead a few days later, strangled in her apartment. Know anything about that? I can't say that I do. Seriously, is that the woman you talked to while drunk? I was hardly drunk, slightly inebriated perhaps, but not the point. I suppose it might have been that woman. She was very bubbly, sweet. Blonde, tall, large. Bosoms? You had every opportunity to save it and you failed. Oh my god, seriously? Well, pardon me for noticing. Besides, what was she thinking going to the police? She knew there were people in our group who were dangerous. Even I knew. That's it. She's dead. That's nothing to do with me, is it? It's not my fault. None of this is my fault. So you're a part of this Tartarus society, you said? Look, I told you, I thought this was all for fun. A laugh. Such a laugh you were willing to sit on your ass and wait it out while the rest of us died? Yeah, super fun. You know, that woman we were talking about left behind a diary, William. She didn't go into detail, but putting those pieces together with what we know now, you had a hand in this. Ignorance is no excuse. I don't want to talk about it. Will someone talk about it because I want to know more about this society? I always figured it was just a rumor. You know how rich old people love melodrama. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. It's supposedly a secret society of the elite. In other words, people with lots of money, influence, and lots of it. And they used it to just make whoever pissed them off disappear. For their own amusement. Huh, and I thought it was nonsense. I mean, can you blame me? That's who put us here? Some Illuminati wannabes? Oh my god, I'm so angry I think I gave myself acid reflux. Mood, I have been dealing with that all week. Funny, I feel that way about the world myself more often than not. Hey, Alex, you holding up okay? I mean, aside from everything, I guess so. I was just thinking. I'm barking orders at you when I can't even get off my ass and help. Well, I mean, it's not like you've chosen to be on your ass. I know, I just also know I'm asking a lot out of you. And you're so young, Alex. Hey, I'm not that young. Old enough for student loans, anyway. Honestly, people have been taking care of me my whole life. My parents, my grandmother. I've never really gotten a chance to pay it forward. It's not a bad thing to be loved, Alex. Yeah, but, this is my turn to help. It's my turn to take care of people. Honestly, it's kind of all I ever wanted to do. I just never really got the opportunity. It's not like I'm not grateful, and I know you're capable. You just have to remember that you matter too. Oh, hey, trust me. Getting out of here with all my parts intact is definitely high up in my priorities. Alright. Can we talk to anyone, or are they just dicking around? So, there wasn't really time to talk earlier, what with the whole you might explode thing going on. Or are you wearing a cravat? Oh, you noticed. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually wear one of those in real life. Yes, well, the stylistic failings of modern man are none of my concern. Besides, it was my grandfather's. It's practically an heirloom. Your grandfather? Please tell me you know how the family tree works. Surely the public educational system isn't that bad. Somehow I muddled through. It was a challenge, what with being so poor and all. I'm just surprised is all I didn't take you for the sentimental type. My grandfather was a great man, a titan of business and investment. With my parents so often away on business, I spent a tremendous amount of my time with him. Perhaps the greatest day of my life was when he wrapped this around my neck. I had just graduated from university. Told me he was proud of everything I had accomplished. Wow, that's really nice, William. I kind of get it. This shirt used to belong to my dad. He was always working, partially to help pay for school for me. I filched it when I moved out because wearing it makes me feel closer to him. Well, I'm not entirely sure that's a fair comparison. But I suppose we do all wear our past on our backs, don't we? One way or another. Charles, where are you? How are you doing? Oh, also Taurus, you can breathe now. So what made you want to be a detective? We're trapped inside a mansion filled with elaborate death traps, sickos watching us with surveillance cameras, and you want to chit-chat. Look, I've been running all over this place. I could use a breather. Help take my mind off everything for a minute or two. Besides, I'm curious about you. Did you always know what you wanted to do? I'm having trouble picturing you as anything other than, a very intense child. Well, not always, no. But I guess I've always liked puzzling things out, chasing things down, and I've never been able to stand it. How some people get away with something that hurts other people. Sounds like a story. Not really. There was no big pivotal moment or anything, other than a general simmering of resentment at the overall state of the world. Of course, there was a time when I thought maybe I'd work in the family bakery. It just didn't work out. What happened? I just didn't have the patience for it. All that fiddly, careful work wasn't for me. And, well, like you said, I've always been intense. After the third time I made a kid cry, I had to face up to the fact that I just wasn't made for sugar and customer service. When we get out of here, I have got to see your baby photos. Think of a thing to say. Charles, how you doing? So, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think I ever realized historian was an actual job. You know, outside of action movies. A sadly widespread sentiment if one isn't tenured, I assure you. And you study demons? Why? Why not? Religious studies are a vital step in understanding humanity's history. Besides, the lore and mythos surrounding demonic entities is fascinating. Not just the entities themselves, mind, but often what they were meant to represent to people. The impetus behind each one's creation. I guess not. Sorry, never really thought much about it. Unless you count movies like Abattoir of Blood or something. Personally, I have always enjoyed the 6th installment. Abattoir of Blood, Bride of the Blood Monster, criminally overlooked. I really like Charles. Wow, I wouldn't have taken you for a schlocky horror movie buff. Oh, absolutely. Make a note for when we get out of here. Remind me to loan you my copy of Song of the Corpse Maiden. The subtitled import is far superior. Sure, Charles. When we get out, that's the first thing on my list. Okay, what do we got map-wise? We've got a couple doors we can do on the bottom floor. Now we've got the lion key, so let's We did the top floor for a bit. Let's look around down here. I'm not a fan of that grinding sound I keep hearing. Okay, nothing we can put in that post slot right now. Oh, we can go in here. And it's a closet. Hearing weird stuff. These old books, but they're all blank on the inside. Either someone's big into journaling or they're just for appearances, but whose? Nothing in here. Anything behind the door that we can grab? Paintings. Why would someone buy so many copies of the same painting? Replacements or set dressing? Okay, there's sparks coming out of that, whatever that is. Lots of scissors and pointy things. Rubber gloves and cleaning cloths. I don't want to know what was being cleaned up. There, hit the button right this time. How heavy duty are the gloves? They're, I'm going to say thicker than any kitchen gloves I've ever used, maybe. Doesn't sound like the sort of thing you'd use to work with acid, then. Excuse me? It's a good thing. It means we don't have to worry about acid as a potential threat. Probably. Wait. A potential threat? How exactly? Like, I would fall into a vat of acid? How long have you thought that could be a thing? Considering how elaborate some of these traps have been, acid isn't a big leap from poisonous gas. And you didn't think to warn me that you thought that might be a possibility. I'm surprised you didn't consider it yourself, honestly. The point is, just by going through that supply closet, acid probably isn't on the table. Probably. You know what? I'm just going to keep moving on, carefully. Nothing else in here of use? 2 whole shelves filled with cleaning products. This house has seen some deep cleaning. There's so many cleaning supplies. And I thought my grandma was a clean freak. Perhaps, though, if they have it, bleach can be used more creatively. Creative how? Combined with ammonia, bleach will release a toxic vapor called chloramine. In fact, it's entirely possible that earlier I was choking on precisely that gas. You think that's creative? Well, gotta love a multitasker. We got some... If these wires were connected, I bet I could turn the black light on. I need something to hold both ends together. There's gotta be something in this mess. Biohazard bins, not digging around here, but why are they so filled? What have they been cleaning up and how often? Concerning? Ooh, tape. We got a lot of posters. Management approved the animal motivationals. They want you to ignore the rest. Focus. You can do this. Reach. Vertically. Hope. Anything is possible. Those look important. Trust. Hard earned, easily lost. Now. Don't wait. Inspire. Lead by example. Yeah, we got a bunch of these. I'm not going to bother with all of these. We'll figure it out in a minute. We already got all these. Now we can turn the black light on, I think, with the tape. Tape saves the day. I think this will hold. So, what's that connected to? They said something about a black light. Here we are. Wait, no, I think we're probably supposed to go in order. From, like, most clear to least clear. There we go. Yeah, I found a really heavy-duty door hidden inside a locker. A hidden door. Whatever they're keeping inside has got to be worth keeping safe. See a way to open it? There's a rotary lock, so like everything else, it's got to be a puzzle. And you're a proven expert at those. Get on it. Okay, so it said 5 of those. It said... ignore the ones that aren't animals. So that's a escape, dream, escape, achieve, trust, hope. One second. Make something of your life. Think big, start small. So those are the ones to use. I'm just not sure in what order. like left to right. That'd be cool. That'd be spade. Wait, no, because these two are here. Spade, heart, diamond, spade, diamond. Okay, good. Didn't need to think too hard about it. It was just left to right, top to bottom. Another door? This better be worth it. Okay, now I gotta hit the... Yeah, it's pretty clear here. Managed to open the door? Yes, twice now, only to find another door. You sound frustrated. Hell yeah, I'm frustrated. I don't find a key out of this place. I'm going to flip out. I hope you find it. Not sure I can handle you flipping out, and I've seen a lot. It's supposed to be the other way around. So that turns these two. There we go. All that for the appointment card. Torres, you will not believe what was behind all those doors. A piece of paper. Torres? Hello? Oh, that's weird. Door's locked, is it? Ha. That's concerning. Torres? William, don't suppose you'll pick up. I don't think there's much reception in the Bloodvine dimension. Nowhere to go but through. And it's locked. Oh, nope, there we go. What the? Closet? The heck is going on? Alex? Alex, can you hear me? Doris? I'd be worried there for a sec. Couldn't make radio contact. Something is seriously wrong. Sounds crazy, but 1 minute I'm standing in a closet, turn around for just a moment, and suddenly I'm in an infinite void. An infinite void. It looks how it sounds, and I do not want to go back. It's got to be another trick. This mansion is rigged with puzzles. Maybe? No, not this time. We've seen some weird shit. I mean, a flesh wall, for crying out loud. This was real. Kid, we've got enough on our plate as it is. If you say you saw it, fine, sure. The infinite void of space is just one issue on an ever-growing list. Yeah, okay, fine. Were you able to at least get anything from the closet? I did find an appointment card for the clinic. It was behind all the blast doors. Think that'll be useful? I just went to hell and back. I'll find a way to make it work. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, guess we can't look at it very much. So that'll take us back down here. So what do I do with this appointment card? I guess I just... This is stupid. I refuse to be a party to... Whoa. Hello? Alright, new puzzles. Looking at the clock, this is probably going to be our last puzzle room of the day. We've got some fallen jar. I definitely need to avoid slipping on these. That would be a humiliating way to hurt myself. I definitely have to lie. That torso was an elaborate trap I narrowly avoided or something. Lots of jars of body parts. These have to be fake, right? I'm choosing to believe they're fake. Hands, intestines. Are those preserved heads? I've got to stop looking closely at things I don't need to. Anything I can grab here, or just... Oop, medical notes. These look like doctor's notes. That's weird. All that text looks like placeholder. Lorem ipsum. Is this more set dressing? Ah, phooey. Thought that was anything in the books. Medical journals, most of them very old. This one mentions balancing the four humors. A lot of stuff about bile and phlegm. Probably not a good idea to rely on these for first aid, not unless you're big on leeches. Okay, we got a funky skeleton. Wow, I've never actually seen one of these in person. Fully articulated and everything, kind of like a giant action figure. This wouldn't be a real skeleton, right? Look, we can wave him about. I think this is the pose it's trying to mime there. We probably need the head. Whoop, something tripped over. That's no good. A visual pain scale. I think they mostly use these for kids. If no kids have ever seen this one. Anything we can grab here. We got some drawers. Not much to pick up here. Can't even get back there. Okay, what over here? Anything grabbable? We got an organ model. Missing the stuff. Probably gonna have to plug those in. Whoop. Got a stomach. Anything to look at here, or can we just plug it back into the thing? I think I saw a few of these in the closet. Now I know where they were coming from. Not much to pick up here. Nothing here. We've got some model lungs. Nothing especially of interest. Oh, that looks like a liver. It's one liver. It's right next to a large red button. Very subtle. Let's push the button and see what that does. Ooh. That's just, those cheese... Oh, those are dials. Well, let's put these back in here first. Start looking. Okay, I see. Oh, I got it by accident. That went well. That is a beating plastic heart. Well, it goes in with the rest of them. Oh, I'm pretty sure having all your organs in isn't supposed to do that. Like, I hope it's not. I need those. Oh, how did this get over here? That's concerning. Okay, what do I do with the brain then? Oh, there's an empty jar here. Is brain in the jar? Hello, you're back. Holy. What is with this place that things popping up behind me? One freak show at a time. Brain first, then skeleton. Fine, skeleton. Got it. Skull added to inventory. Slap it on there. Alright, here we go. Skeleton and skull together again. Now, hopefully it stops floating around. No, I think it's like this one has to be forward. Oh, is it the same one from different angles then? That seems about right for that, unless... Oh, this is supposed to be bent, definitely. That seems correct. Sorry. feet somehow, or... What parts am I missing here? Can't do anything with the hips, so... I guess that's the right way to do it. I thought I was looking at the wrong angle. Well, I'll take it. Thanks, I guess. I'm not even going to question this. Yeah, I guess that was like foreshortening was messing with me. Alright, let's head on in. New room. Oh, new person. Hello? You look great. Help me. Oh my god. No, no, no. Poison need antidote. Oh god, oh god, oh no. Torres? Alex, what's going on? There's a woman in here, she's been poisoned. I think she was trying to fix it, but she passed out. Poison, that's... God, there's something oozing out of her mouth and nose. Alex, stop. Remember, everything in this godforsaken house is a puzzle. There's an answer, you can work it out. Right, yeah. Where are you? What do you see? I'm in some kind of nightmare surgery room. There's tools and equipment everywhere. Everything is covered in grime. It's disgusting. Okay, Alex, if she's poisoned, you're going to need an antidote. What? I'm not a scientist. I don't know anything about any of this. But you're good to figure out these rooms. Work with what you have. I'm sure all the... but I... Remember, you save it. Static. God damn it. Okay, Alex, you can do this. I don't know how long she'll last. I gotta work fast. Okay, let's just save real quick. No particular reason, just felt like that good. Okay, I think there was a sign here. Synthesized. It's about how blood is a universal binder. Not sure what a binder is, but this can be useful. It says something about antidote from original poison. Centrifuge, beakers. Okay, I can mix an antidote here. Got some needles. We got the can variety of medications for different stuff. Looks like it all years out of date. Up here. It's not looking so good. I have to make the antidote. There's gotta be something I can use around here. No. Not yet. We gotta figure this out. And rush this. Can I pick up any of these notes? I can pick up a stethoscope. Bookshelf. Nothing useful here. Unless I plan on cutting her open, which I'm not. There's a lot to read and I don't have time. What should I focus on? Arrhythmia. Some details about heartbeats. If it's irregular, you want to use the binder element kappa. Okay, let's hear how your heart's doing. She's wheezy, but otherwise the heart sounds okay. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Okay, I'm going to reload the save because I think I wasted time if the heart sounds okay. Make sure we got that here. Wheezy, but the heart sounds okay. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Display connected to centrifuge. I think it'll show the separation results if I use it. Separate fluids with this. Okay, we got to grab the needles in here. What we got that we can grab here? No medicine to use. Okay, these look important. I'll grab the ones that have any other constants left. Alpha, kappa, and phi. Grab here. Nope. These scrapes. Were they caused by the shelf? Maybe I should take another look. See if I can move it. Move the shelf. Whoa, did someone manage to break out? This is not like intentional. They just covered it up. Don't need to worry about arrhythmia. Maybe dermatology. Oh, there's a whole other person here. Oh god, no. What happened? They must have the same coin trap. It looks like they were trying to escape but didn't make it. There's a note. Scribbled note added to inventory. Sorry to read, but there's something about fucking up. They used the last of the blue chemical. There's a synthesized antidote in a syringe gun that hasn't been used. But it was correct. Why would they not take it? You have to use this. It probably looks like... No, I can't think about that right now. I'm seeing things. Okay. It's all written over itself. They make up that they used the last of the chemical tau. Something about too many attempts, they were too late. Alpha symbol is circled repeatedly. Okay. I need a blood sample. I've donated blood before. I'm sure I can figure it out. First, I'll roll up her sleeve. Gotta be quick here. Okay, that does not look right. Is it some kind of rash? Almost looks green. One thing at a time. First the blood. I'll keep the rash in mind, though. Okay, that was not as easy to make it look, but this should be enough. Okay, we're operating on borrowed time, but at least we know to reference dermatology. Okay, skin rash is a great sign of telling how a person's reacting. Red and rashy is something irrelevant. Almost green is bad. The tau element must be administered alongside a binding catalyst. Okay. What does this do? Yellow chemical is kappa 2. I have the blue cow chemical. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Synthesize antidote from blood. Do anything with the blood sample? I'm probably gonna have to reload this save because I have no idea what I'm doing. Heavy element? That's not right. Oh, okay, so. We've got tau, alpha, alpha, I, and tau, and blood. Okay. I'm worried. I might need to like reload the save again because I'm like I don't know if I'm doing this right. Color is bad. Tau element must be administered alongside a binding catalyst. It's not looking so good. I have to make the antidote. There's gotta be something I can use around here. No. Okay. Do I have to like figure it out? Am I supposed to? Assume a tau element. I need at least one more element. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna try this. Injecting random chemicals into people always works out great. Right. No, I'm nervous now. Yeah, I think I got it right. It's Tau element, right? Tau element and a binding catalyst. Blood is a universal binder. Let's give it a shot. I might have to reload the save. Okay, this is right. She should wake up, throw up, and be fine. Here we go. That's not looking good. No. No. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to reload that save. I fucked up. Alex, you're back. It's been a while. I couldn't contact you immediately. No? Are you injured? Okay. Let me skip through this because I'm knowing I'm going to reload anyway. Because I'm a loser. I just didn't understand the puzzle. Yeah, something about drugging us. Yeah, I'm just kind of mashing through. Okay, let's try this again. So, green rash is a bad sign. We know that. Check her heartbeat while we're here just to make sure nothing's changed. Do we separate any of these chemicals? Okay, nope. Everything's still out of date. These are the only viable medicines. Okay, no, we've already picked those up. Let's move the shelf again. Try not to fuck up too terribly this time. Is there anything in the arrhythmia section that could be useful? If the heartbeat's irregular, you want to use kappa. Oh, alpha. That's what I was missing. So maybe we need. Maybe we need alpha, blood, and tau. Let's try it this time, and if it doesn't work, we'll try it again without the blood. I'm not sure I'm understanding all the clues right. It says blood is a universal binder. Let's try it this time. I feel like they wouldn't put it up there like that if it wasn't. Here we go. Give it a try. Hope we got it right. Okay, we got it right this time. We forgot the alpha last time. Never forget the alpha. Oh, thank God. I've never been so happy to see so much vomit. Oh, my stomach, my head. I don't know which is worse. You saved me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're not dead. Just take it slow, okay? You've been through a lot, and oh, wow, my hands won't stop shaking. Okay, this will come as a shock to you, but you've been kidnapped. I know. You know? I couldn't speak, but I was aware. I woke up on this table, and the voice over the speakers told me. He said there was only one way out. Told me what I'd been dosed with. Thank God you knew to use my blood as a binder, or... that makes my skin crawl. Wait, how did you know what to do? Are you like a scientist? A doctor, actually. My name is Ruth. I am really, really glad to meet you. Oh, I'm Alex. It's nice to meet you, too. Though I sort of wish we weren't meeting. Not here, anyway. Right, Alex. Alex, what can you tell me about this place? Why are you here? Who did this? Oh, boy. Well, some of that I think we can help with, but all we've got are questions, too. We? Yeah, can you walk? You can lean on me if you want to. But we should go. We have introductions to make. Alright, there we go. A little bit more successful here. Alex, you're back. Hey, yeah, this is Ruth. Hello. I knew you could pull it off. Hello, Ruth. I'm Torres. I've been catching her up a bit, but it seems she was in the same situation as us. No more memory of getting here. Woke up trapped in a surgical suite. Only she was poisoned. That's a pretty specific theme. Yeah, well, I'm a doctor. ER surgeon, specifically. Well, I was. Was? What the hell? It's not like you're a cop, right? Not anymore. Ex-cop. Oh, well, I'm an ex-doctor. The hospital ward and I had a disagreement. Oh? You know how many people I saw get turned away? Bankrupted because they couldn't afford care? A friend of mine didn't come in for help when they should have. And now they're gone. Board says we're not a charity. Says we can't treat people for free. They say a lot of things with their leather chairs and expensive cars. I don't think that's true, so I started helping some people from home. Just, first aid, stitches, and the like. But people kept needing more help, and those people told other people. A little kindness can grow like a wildfire. Eventually, I couldn't keep treating that many people out of my kitchen. Found myself some abandoned storage space. Got some basics from some sympathetic folks, and voila, the little clinic that could. All for free? You're damn right for free. Righteous, but illegal. I was always ready for the cops to come knocking. But this is a whole new level of crazy. This is evil. Yeah. Feels like it, doesn't it? Okay, this basically makes you a hero. You help people. Well, turns out you're harder to kill than anyone thought, at least. No, if you hadn't come along, I probably never would have woken up. You saved my life, Alex. Oh, it was nothing. Not saving your life. I mean, your life is worth everything. I didn't, Look, I'm glad you're both okay, but we still need to get out of here. We can save the awkward bonding for later, or never. Things here are wrong. I mean, more than the kidnapping and stuff. I keep thinking I see things, hear things. We're all under a lot of stress, Alex. We're jumping at shadows. Besides that gas they tried to off me with, they might have drugged us, too. I don't think I was physically knocked out. I'm guessing we were all dosed with something. It's probably still in our systems. Who knows? Maybe they want us seeing things that aren't there. Maybe it's more fun for them. Freaks. I don't know. Maybe. All the more reason to get out of here as fast as we can. Yeah, okay, let's keep at it. Okay. So there we go. Bit of a more successful run. Let's have a few quick conversations with everyone before we go. Oh, no, nothing else to say from him. Anything to say from him? And Ruth? Anything from you? How are you feeling, Alex? Not lightheaded? Dizzy? Hey, I'm not the person who started her night pumped full of poison. Surprisingly, apart from smelling like vomit and really needing a stiff drink, I think I'm okay. Better than Detective Torres, anyway. Is she okay? I mean, really okay? Best as I can tell. It's driving me crazy not to have any of my equipment here. I don't think I trust anything back in that clinic you found me in. Still, I'm glad you're here. Stethoscopes and tongue depressors aside, it makes me feel better to have a doctor around. Huh, really? It's hard to feel like I'm being useful with you running around this place for us. You know, I never did care for those escape room things. This just clinches it. I've never actually been to one of those. My sister's kids took me to one for my 40th. You know, I have 3 degrees, and that place made me feel like an idiot. Picture it, me down on my hands and knees trying to figure out how to use a rubber duck to decode a message in Morse code. Turns out you were supposed to use the duck to unlock the coffin, which was behind the phone booth, to get the xylophone, and use that as the decoder. Wow, that's a lot. Nothing compares to everything you told me about this place. You see why I'm happy you're the one solving the puzzles. Well, so far I haven't hit anything like that, knock wood. But when we get out of here, I'll still buy you that drink. Sweetheart, when we get out of here, I'm buying all of us the whole damn bar. Alright, well, I think that's a good stopping point. Save here. Right at the top, so I know where I am. And there we go. So that was our first inaugural stream of the Tartarus Key. I had a lot of fun with this one. It's a pretty neat escape room game. A little more on the puzzle side than the spooky side. I might have to deliberate about, I'll probably put it on spooky just to be safe, but I've put other, like, spooky puzzle games in the spooky playlist. But, yeah, thank you all for coming. Had a lot of chatting today, and I always love that. Great to have you all here. Let me just, go... Got this up. But, yep, great having you all here. Let me just check and see who we can raid to finish this up. Nope, looks like all my followed channels are offline. So, we're gonna call it here. Great having you. Had a lot of fun with this. Look forward to hopefully seeing you on Tuesday when we play Dynasty Warriors for real this time. Had a lot of fun with this. Glad I checked it out, and I'm definitely gonna keep going with this one. Alright, love you all. Hope you have a good weekend. Bye! Where's the offline button? I forgot where the offline button is. Oh, here it is.